So in the Johannesburg High Court, as we stay with court matters, the trial of 4 policemen accused of killing Mthokozisi Ntumba during a student protest in March last year continues today. The group pleaded not guilty to all the charges.
Yeah, the same court will also hear a formal application by media houses to broadcast the Thulsie Twins terrorism trial proceedings live. The brothers have been in custody while awaiting trial since their arrest back in 2016 on charges related to allegations that they were linked to a jihadist group, that's the Islamic State. Newzroom Africa is watching both these developments for you, so let's bring in our reporters on the ground. Pelane Phakgadi is on the Ntumba trial, while Mnisi is covering the Thulsie brothers for us. And let's begin with you, Linda. A snag that was unexpected yesterday. I imagine this idea of media houses, including Newzroom Africa, being able to broadcast these proceedings live will be the first order of business.
Absolutely. In fact, that's what the court will only be dealing with, Ayanda, given the fact that it was a major talking point yesterday, which ultimately led to the proceedings being postponed. You remember this case dates back to 2016, and the issue here has been the issue of delays and why trial has not gotten underway. We're expecting to hear when trial will actually get underway yesterday, but of course the big talking point, like I said, was the issue of the media being able to broadcast these proceedings. The defense arguing that in fact there was an order that barred members of the media from taking video footage inside the court. Proceedings were not recorded, but was unable also to provide that particular order to the court, saying that in fact this case is a sensitive matter and that it would prejudice them, but not only them, also speaking about the safety of the witnesses and that of their own, clients. You'll remember they are indicted with a terrorism charge, but are yet to be charged. So, in fact, those are the issues that need to be dealt with before this matter can go to trial. But we saw a seemingly irritated judge really dealing with why the defense wanted to bring or deal with members of the media's application, when the defense in fact had said that what they wanted to do is get on with the trial, but these are the issues that they wanted to deal with first. Let's take a listen to what they had to say, Ayanda.
Do not want a blanket ban on media.
What do you want?
My lord, the media are at liberty to live tweet. The media are at liberty to send messages between each other. The media are at liberty to take notes and report in the newspapers as they have. We are saying that it's dangerous to allow live video footage of the proceedings without guidelines.
What's dangerous?
My lord, I will have to then deal with the various names of witnesses that we must deal with.
No, the state has the duty to tell this court, we don't want the name of Ratamopateng to be broadcast in open court because he's a highly sensitive intelligence officer whose identity does not have to be known by South Africans. I've sat in applications like that. And then you say, okay, fine. And then you clear the court. And then you make an order that the identity of this witness should not be disclosed to the court. And then he's called Mr. X.
Great issues of public interest there being debated. Linda Mnisi, stand by. Pelane Phakgadi, a stone throw away, also at the same court. You're watching the Ntumba matter as it unfolds today. Important to note with that case, all the police officers who are charged in connection with his killing have pleaded not guilty.
They've pleaded not guilty, Ayanda, and they feel that they've done nothing wrong, and that is the argument that they'll be propelling in court. But before they do that, they have to go through a list of hearings. Of course, yesterday, already the first submissions made by Lerato Mokoena, who is the state's first witness. We do understand that there are 17 others who will be coming through today. We expect that the doctor who examined Ntumba when he was lying there on the ground, unfortunately, on one of his hand he had just a plastic of medicine that he had just given him when he walked out of the surgery, and on the other hand he was holding to his chest and seemingly unable to breathe. So the doctor will be giving some testimony on what he had found. But I think it is very much worth noting that Lerato yesterday, as the manager of the very surgery, she noted to the court and mentioned to the court that she just had rubber bullet gunshots, and then from there she went outside, and that's when she found Ntumba running away and later crashing down, holding his chest, seemingly in much undesired pain. And that is the picture that she had drawn in court yesterday. Today we expect that her boss, the doctor, will be giving us a medical examination report of some sort, a preliminary one, of course, on face value that he had seen when he found Ntumba lying on the ground and unfortunately later had passed away. So we expect that the proceedings will start around 9 o'clock today, because yesterday they were quite delayed for about 5 hours because they had to hear, the court had to hear oral arguments from the media why they had to broadcast the matter live. Already we had to propel an argument that the bail application in itself was broadcast, and therefore it was in the public interest that it continues to be broadcast at this very end.
Pelane, Phakgadi, thanks very much indeed. Linda Mnisi also at the High Court in Pretoria. To both our reporters, thanks once again.